So lately, I've been grappling over what's really going on in the housing market.
People are still calling.
But let's face it, prices are going down and mortgage rates are rising.
So you may be asking yourself, is now a good time to buy?
The media really paints a bad picture, but the media loves drama. More drama equals more eyeballs. You know it's true. Right, Truman?
I mean, half of what's reported in the news is painting a doomsday. Then, of course, there's other articles that paint a much brighter picture. This video is not to convince you to buy. This video is to just inform you of what's happening in the real estate market. So I'm gonna look up some homes in some neighborhoods and let's look what they sold for, let's say 6 months ago, and what they're selling for now. I mean, it's your money and your life. I'm just here to report what's happening. So let's jump into it. You game? Relax, Truman.
So these first examples are homes located in a gated community in Port St. Lucie. This is a single family home and it's been on the market for 188 days.
That's a seriously big shower. Okay, so this house is built in 2015. It is 1,750 square feet. It was originally listed for $525 and it's down to $425.
Now check this out. Back in June, a similar home sold for $505. Now in all fairness, it did have a pool, but it was also a smaller home. Here's another example. Now these homes are similar in size, almost identical, and you can see back in August, the one on the left sold for $470 and the other is listed for $449. So prices are sliding, but not falling off a cliff in this neighborhood.
Let's take a look around the corner in a non-gated part of Tradition and see what we got there. This is an area of Tradition called Bedford Park. Super cute area.
The homes in Bedford Park were built between 2005 and 2015. They're concrete block construction and have great curb appeal. This house right here sold for $490,000 back in July. However, I was able to find recent sales that sold for a bunch less. However, some people are only making modest drops in the home sale price. As a matter of fact, prices were up in 98% of most metro areas in the third quarter.
This article is quite interesting because it did reflect that in the third quarter of this year, prices were up a lot in a lot of different cities. And Port St. Lucie was one of them, up 19+% in the third quarter.
However, the numbers don't lie and there is a clear pattern of price declines, as you can see here. These homes are all in the same neighborhood. And moving to the county south in another gated community, you can see that the homes are selling for the mid to high sixes 6 months ago, are now selling for the mid to high fives.
Now, of course, you can't paint every market with the same brush. So what's happening in my market may be different than what's happening in your market. And boy, would I like to know.
That's a hint for you to make a comment below.
So take those fingers of yours, get down there, tell me where you're from, and what are you seeing? Are you seeing great deals? Are you seeing inventory increase? Our inventory here is increasing, but not at the same pace that you would like it to. And speaking of inventory, I really don't see it going up a great deal. I mean, if you are a homeowner and you've got, let's say, a 3.5% mortgage, I don't know why you'd want to sell for a 7% mortgage.
Well, let's take a look at that. So 6 months ago, your dream home cost you $550,000. So here's the math on that. With 20% down, financing $440,000, your payment is $1,975.79 at 3.5%. But you're savvy and you're going to wait till the prices go down. And now that same dream home is now $450,000. Wow. So of course it's got to be less money monthly. Let's do the math. So with 20% down on this purchase, financing $360,000 at 7%, of course it's going to be less. Drum roll, please. So the cheaper house will run you $2395.08 per month. So as you can see, cheaper on the price at a higher rate does not necessarily mean cheaper on the monthly payment. It costs you $419 more. So what if you can only pay $1,975 a month? Well, you'll have to drop down to a purchase price of $370,000 to have the same payment.
Plus, of course, you're paying cash. That does change things a bit. Well, I hope you found this information helpful. Hopefully it gave you some insight on what's happening in the real estate market, at least here in Florida. But if you just want some blind entertainment, check out this next video.